Hello and welcome to class, everyone. Today we are going to be doing Intro to Stock Analysis Part 1. So here we go. The stock analysis that I prefer, it goes by the name of the NASDAQ dozen. To score the 12 factors of the NASDAQ dozen, you need to assign each a factor of either a passing or failing grade. After you have scored all 12, add up the passing grades and compare them to the failing grades. If you have a high ratio of passing grades compared to failing grades, you can be confident in the stock. Conversely, if you have a low ratio of passing grades compared to failing grades, you would be less confident in the stock. For instance, if you feel comfortable investing in a stock, you would feel more comfortable investing in a stock that had 10 passing grades and only 2 failing grades, a ratio of 10 to 2. Then you would be investing in a stock that only had 4 passing grades and 8 failing grades, a ratio of 4 to 8. Here are the 12 steps of stock analysis, the NASDAQ dozen. First is revenue. Second is earnings per share. Third is return on equity. Fourth is analysis recommendations. The fifth step is positive earnings. The sixth step is earnings forecast. Seventh step, earnings growth. Eighth step, PEG ratio. Ninth step, industry price earnings. 10th step is days to cover. 11th step is insider trading. 12th step, weighted alpha. So we're going to chunk up this lesson because obviously that's a lot to cover in one lesson. So it's going to probably take us 4 parts to be able to complete this whole process. So first, in this lesson, we're going to be acquiring basic skills. So you need to have these skills in order to perform the NASDAQ dozen. We're going to be using the website, NASDAQ.com, to do all our stock research. The 4 stocks that I picked are currently in the news, and so and that's usually how it happens. Is you'll see a stock in the news, and then you're like, oh, I want to research that stock. I want to know more about it. What's going on with it? So we're going to look at these 4 companies: Apache Corp, Occidental Petroleum, EOG Resources, and Peloton. So your assignment is to find all of this information. So it will be blank. So if we go back here, let's make it look like it normally would. I'm sorry, I already filled it out when I was teaching the class. So we'd have company, question mark here. This will all be blank. I'm just going to leave the exchange on there, but I'll show you how to find that. Okay, so the first company that we're going to be using, because I don't want to use the companies that you already have, that's going to take away from your assignment there. But we are going to make sure that, so I already have it duplicated, but I'm going to delete these ones so I can show you the process of that. So normally this is how the assignment goes out. So you want to make sure you duplicate these slides. So duplicate 3 times. And you do that simply by right-clicking or double-clicking if you're on Mac. All right, so now we have 4 of those question slides in order to do our assignment. So the company up here, this is where you're going to put the title for the company that you're doing. So the first one for you guys should be Apache Corp right here. I'm going to do an example with Apple computers. So go to NASDAQ.com's website. All right, so once on here, we're going to need to look up the stock symbol if we don't already know it. So we'll put in Apple, and we know it's like Apple Computers or something, right? And we want to deal with the common stock. We're looking for common stock today. It's Apple Incorporated. We're going to click on that. All right, if we go down here, we can see the stock symbol right here is these 4 letters, AAPL. So if we go back to our original document with the questions on it, we are going to put the stock symbol in right here, AAPL. All right, now we're going to look up the current price. How do we find the current price? It's right up here at the top, $110.37. So go back, $110.37. All right, the PE ratio. We're going to go down, and right here it says the PE ratio. Oops. And the PE ratio is $33.43. Okay, so we're going to put that in there, $33.43. EPS, earnings per share, is right here. Earnings per share, $3.29. So put in $3.29. And then the exchange, I'll show you here. This is the exchange. That is where it's traded on. That's the exchange that the stock is traded on. So this one is the NASDAQ. So simply write in NASDAQ like I did here. Once you've done that with all 4 companies, at the top, you're going to put the company that you did. And so the company we did for the example was Apple Incorporated. Okay, and we can erase the question mark. All right, so Apple Incorporated, stock symbol, price, PE ratio, earnings per share, and exchange. So these are some of the basic skills that we're going to need to be able to do the NASDAQ dozen. So going on to the next one, let's say we want to compare maybe the Apple stock to something that's similar. So let's look at like Microsoft. Click in. Doesn't want to do that. There we go. Microsoft common stock. Click on that. See the stock symbol right here, MSFT. So we're going to put the company in up here at the top. Microsoft Corporation. All right, and the stock symbol was MSFT. Current stock price, $202.49. $202.49. PE ratio, let's go down here. Remember PE ratio right here, $35.13. $35.13. Earnings per share. Earnings per share, $5.57. $5.57, right? What I said, $5.75. A little bit dyslexic there. All right. And it is on the NASDAQ as well. All right, so NASDAQ there. Okay, so now we have two companies that are very similar. Let's go to present mode. We have Apple and we have Microsoft. So now we can simply go back and forth and kind of compare those just with these simple like 4 factors that we're looking at here. When we do the whole dozen, that'll give us way more factors to be able to compare and analyze stocks. So that's kind of what we're doing here. But if we just took these, like basically 3, the stock, we can take the stock symbol out and exchange out, but we have 3 things that we can compare here. Price. Apple's a little bit cheaper on price, right? But it just split. So that's why it's cheaper on price. Microsoft, a little bit more expensive on the price, right? Okay, now PE ratio, price to earnings. Apple's a little less, right? 33. So Microsoft wins out on that one. Earnings per share, Apple, $3.29. Microsoft, $5.75. Okay, so Microsoft looking a little bit better on those, just those 3 categories. But on those 3 categories, which are pretty powerful, we would say that Microsoft is doing a little bit better here. Well, other than current price, I guess, because Apple is a little bit cheaper stock. So, but on the PE ratio and earnings per share, it looks like Microsoft's doing a little bit better. But we're going to do our whole analysis with all 12 methods coming up next. But for this assignment, that's all you're going to do. You're going to do it with those 4 stocks that I gave you, which are Apache Corp, Occidental Petroleum, EOG Resources, and Peloton. So you're going to complete those, and then you're going to upload that slide onto Google Classroom, and that's it for this assignment. So easy. This is part 1 of Intro to Stock Analysis. Thank you.